you. The fans love you to, you know, everything and back. And did some part of you realize, up here you went through a lot, and with the mental health, which unfortunately comes with being such a big star, did you feel कि नहीं ये मेरे बारे में नहीं कह रहे हैं, ये role के बारे में कह रहे हैं, or it wasn't enough for you to feel that?
No, I mean, I was being told, you know, why did you choose such a pathetic role after Anna? And I don't think it was a pathetic role. It was a very different role. But I feel like हम लोगों को experiment पसंद नहीं है. I mean, I was being offered a lot of roles that were similar to Altamash, but I didn't want to do that because I'm an actor. I don't want to cash in on something that got hit. I want to experiment. I want to do different kind of characters. So that's why I did Dr. Harris, and you know, also because of the positive message that so many positive messages that it had.
Very cool.
But somehow our audiences take this too personally, and they, you know, ek to wohi, like I said, the beginning where the audience kept asking. And I feel like after Anna, your audiences had probably built up like a lot of expectation. And वो जब जो है मेरे ख्याल से expectation जो है वो उन्होंने देखा कि पहले तो आया नहीं, फिर जब आया तो क्या रोल था. And I feel like we don't wait. हम लोगों को एक वो होता है कि, you know, let's make an issue out of something. We have to, otherwise internet पे कोई और बाजी ले जाएगा, you know, somebody else will break some news first. So we love to kind of create some sizzling hot news bite that people will share and people will, you know. तो वो मुझे लगता है उस हिसाब में हम लोगों में पेशेंस कम हो गया है. हम लोगों को अगर ड्रामे की एंडिंग पता है तो फिर आप क्यों देख रहे हैं ड्रामा? You know, you learn things about characters, a story that unfolds with each episode. But I feel like लोगों ने इसमें बहुत चीजें assume की और बहुत जगह पे लोग गलत भी साबित हुए. So I feel like वो जो journey थी where the fans, yes, I mean fans had a lot of constructive criticism about Dr. Harris, and I absolutely love constructive criticism, and मैं बहुत agree करता हूँ काफी चीजों से. But
for example, what was the criticism?
The fact that they couldn't see more of a chemistry between Miral and Harris, because it wasn't your typical love story between Miral and Harris. It was a very different kind of story, a different kind of dynamic. But because we are kind of used to watching the typical rom-com वो with your protagonists, आपको जरा शायद आदत हो गई है वो देखने की, तो वो थोड़ा सा offbeat एक चीज आई है, तो वो audiences didn't enjoy, I feel. And that I agree, because, you know, मैं भी होता अगर उस जगह पे, if I wanted to see a drama और मैं देखता इस वजह से, and you know, उसकी जगह मुझे नहीं देखने को मिलती वो चीज, तो मुझे भी शायद गुस्सा आता. So I agree with that. I mean, but again, like coming back to the point where I was constantly getting messaged, you have disappointed us and this and that, and I was like, you know, maybe I've done something wrong, man. Like maybe I've disappointed all the fans.
Did you question the script? Did you question your reason for taking it up? Did you think कि मुझे डायरेक्टर से, राइटर से थोड़ी बात करनी चाहिए थी? Like people were saying कि डॉक्टर हारिस का कैरेक्टर डेवलप नहीं हुआ ज्यादा. We want to see more of him, but so do you think that would have added to the chemistry?
I actually, the first time I got Dr. Harris, I didn't take it. I've actually said that previously as well. I didn't. I wasn't really sure about Dr. Harris, so I didn't take it. But then I was approached again, and you know, मुझे दोबारा बोला गया कि do it, and I was like, you know, maybe there's something that I'm not seeing, because I'm not very good at picking, you know, dramas and scripts, because I don't understand this kind of genre. Like I personally I'm not a fan of this kind of. So that's why when people say, will you ever direct?
Why did you do
it? Because I feel like this was a better script than most scripts that I was being offered, you know. And for me, it's more about content and what messages are going out and all of that than, you know, तो मैंने that's one of the reasons why I picked
Okay, so
Sabah.
it's interesting you say that, because I'm going to jump to another question I was going to say later. Ki, Dr. Harris is in the role of a conciliatory husband. And अगर if you throw your mind back, अगर आपने हमसफर देखा है और आपने जिंदगी गुलजार देखा और आपने फवाद खान के iconic roles देखे हैं with Zaroon and with Asher, the roles were completely the dynamics were different. And yahan Dr. Harris is willing to give up his job, he's willing to take a lot of flack from Miral. Did that sort of, because that resonates now with आजकल के लोग, वो क्या आपके लिए थोड़ा सा वो पुल फैक्टर था कि आपने कहा कि it's different? Did that play on your mind at all?
No, I really felt like Dr. Harris was a really positive guy, and I just wanted to do some, I wanted to do a character that was positive, because we keep seeing these gray characters all the time. आजकल ड्रामों में आपको ज्यादातर ग्रे कैरेक्टर्स मिलते हैं. इवन अल्तमश, जितना प्रॉब्लमैटिक अल्तमश था, आई डोंट थिंक हारिस था. And but वो हम लोगों को अच्छा लगता है, which is not, so I wanted to do something that a character that was more positive and completely different from Altamash. And that's also one of the reasons why I picked Dr. Harris, because he was such a you would see him and you would see positivity, and that was the reason.
That was but going back to my initial question कि क्या आप अब समझते हैं कि अगर आप डायरेक्टर से और राइटर से बात, do you have that much creative freedom कि आप उनसे बात करें कि मेरा ये रोल है, इसमें ये क्यों नहीं आया, या इसको हम थोड़ा सा ऐसे चेंज कर सकते हैं? Do you think of?
I don't do that. I don't feel that is my job to do.
Okay.
I'm given a role.
Yeah.
मुझे ये वाली चीजें मुझे वैसी नहीं अच्छी लगती, because I don't want any kind of special treatment on set. So I don't really do that. I mean, I've given a script, मुझे नहीं पसंद, मैं नहीं करूँ. Okay. But I have no right to go just because कि मैं ये actor हूँ, मैं director को बोलूँ जी मुझे रखना है तो इसको change करें. नहीं, I'm not going to do that.
It's not about मुझे रखना है कि नहीं रखना, but it's just
otherwise, see, like otherwise I'd say कि नहीं मैं नहीं कर सकता. Okay. It's that simple. There are only two ways, right? Either I say I'm not going to do it, or I'll say I'll do it and I'll give in to you. You're the director and I'll give in to you and I'll do whatever you ask me to do. Okay. For me as a director as well, I know कि कितना annoying होता है जब आपका एक vision होता है और एक actor आपके पास आता है और वो कहता है कि नहीं मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ. Yes, we always had a debate. We always had a healthy वो debate about things, and we discussed so many things, and especially the therapist patient thing, we had a lot of discussions over it. So yeah, I mean, उस तरह होता है, but I wouldn't really go and ask them to change this or this or that.